You deserve this. So this guy, he's kind of like a... Yeah, guarded preciously. Like, this guy, he's nice. But at the same time, he eats your face. Wait. Wait, hang on. Did this stream cut off? What just happened? Um... Yeah, my internet, like, pooped. And now I'm back, I guess. And I don't know if this is gonna be a separate stream or not. But... yeah, that happened. If this is a part 2 because they got separated in terms of, like, getting rendered, then I'm gonna be kind of upset, but hey, it's better than eating poo for breakfast, so I'll just do this level again. I hope the first one gets rendered, though. And if they get separated, whatever, this will be a much shorter one, I guess. I guess I'll stream for another hour just to make up for it. So if it does end up 2 parts, yeah, you get another 1 hour part, but then you get 2 uploads. Yeah, okay, we already know how this works. Yeah, see the amount of lumps and stuff we've missed? Yeah, there's a lot in this level that you can't see because we didn't get the potion. But I do like the fact that you have to go through this level twice because you get a bit of training. Because later on, this level gets really challenging. And I feel like if you just went through it in one try, you'd probably die later. So getting through it twice, honestly, isn't that bad because it's ample training course for, oh my god, for getting through this level in one piece. Yeah, I'm really sorry, I went offline. I don't know why. I opened my phone and then things happened. I don't know why it was like that. It might have been the stream cable got messed up. If that's the case, I'll sit closer so the cable doesn't get messed up. But it should be fine. Come on. Come on. Put it. My grandpa always does this with horses. He's like, it's like an African. It's like one of those African tribes that speak with one of those click languages. Those always sound really interesting. I don't really think they sound very nice though. My dad doesn't think anything other than English sounds nice. He's like, how does anyone speak this? They can't even do this. And it's just, that's such a Euro-centric way of viewing it. Like, they have other ways of expressing themselves. That's why they're different languages. It's like, oh, everyone swears in Swedish. Helvete! Satan Berkel. You know, I'm gonna curse myself for saying this, but I don't use CPU gel for my PC. In fact, I've never even opened my PC. Do you believe that? Because I don't. I've never opened the thing to do anything. Not even dust the fan. I haven't done anything. And I've never had my PC act weird. Only once, and it was around the time of Spookville 2017, and I was having like a breakdown. I was like, what's happening? Like, things would appear and disappear from my desktop, and I was convinced I had a virus, and then I like deleted malware bytes to reinstall it because I thought malware bytes was like messing it up, because then I was like, yeah, there's no virus, I've checked. And then things suddenly worked. And I thought it was because I needed to do the thing with the hard drive, defrag it, because things were getting a bit full. That seemed to work just fine. I'm the kind of person who doesn't back up their stuff. I have a backup hard drive, but things take forever to back up when you make music. So it's not very fulfilling, but you know, you don't have to back everything up. You just have to back up some project and some samples. That takes the longest, updating samples. Other than that, you're fine. Also, a nice slide, Rayman. Very nice. Yahoo! That face is in my... Oh my god! Look at his fucking face! I'm putting that on the thumbnail. Yeah, we're gonna do a few more levels though. I'm feeling it now. I have some water here that I'm gonna run out of after I sip the last. Whatever you do, don't go through that portal there, or else you're screwed. Oh, it's just some life down there. There's nothing here. But yeah, going back to what I said, like making a Zelda abridged thing just to say that I've made one, and that would be a priority at some point, if anyone would want to watch that. And then like the ultimate would be making a D&D related video. Cause not a D&D story, because I'm not a good storyteller, but like a D&D campaign edited a lot. It would not be like completely raw, and then with like visuals done by me. Because I think visuals are something that's missing in a lot of D&D like videos. I think, especially long ones. There's nothing wrong with it. That's one approach of doing it. I just want to do visuals because I like. Because my art is horrendous, so it aids with like giving you an idea of what I'm thinking of, but not like, oh, this is exactly what it looks like. Like you're still using your imagination. You have to press the switch and let him through. It was like this part. Like suddenly you're like here. It's very serene game to play. I always found this game really relaxing to play. There's nothing really stressful about it because it's not that hard. Hard. It's not that hard. That's how they say it in like Scottish or Irish. 1, 2, 3. If I need an Irish accent, I just watch Matthew Matosis. Matthew Matosis. It's talk like this. Ah. And now we're in this little gorge. Oh, holy shit. Oh my god, he spawned right on me. I knew they spawned there, but I didn't think that would happen. I think you have to be a bit further away. Wait, why can't I jump on this? You know, I don't know why, but as of recent, I've been listening to a lot of Bob Dylan. Like, for me, it's like Bob Dylan's that artist that I've always heard about, always knew existed, always knew was influential, but I've never listened to because all I've heard are like the covers. I've heard everyone cover. I've heard the Byrds like 3 covers of them, and like, and I just assume that they're always better. And I guess now that I've listened to a few albums, I'm like, you know, I really like this. It's very unique, but it's like it's very raw music, but you have to be in a specific mood to enjoy it. Otherwise, it's kind of annoying. I find his voice kind of like he draws out his notes, but he doesn't always land them perfectly. But I don't know. He's got an attitude, so it's nice to listen to in a way. But you don't listen to him for like amazing singing ability either. But also, Along the Watchtower, that's like a classic cover by Jimi Hendrix. And I listened to the original, I was like, ah, this is kind of lame. And then I listened to it again, I was like, wow, this is actually really good. I found the harmonica, when I heard that, I was like, wow, I wish I heard more harmonica. In music, I really like the harmonica. That's the one level, actually, where you don't break a cage. Again, I don't want to do the bonus level. I don't know why this game's like, yeah, you gotta do another bonus level. And you know what? We might as well just to pad out the time for part 2. If this is what it ends up being. If this ends up as a part 2, then I'll be really like, ooh, why did it have to be like that? Also, one of my nightmares is losing, like a VOD. Not a VOD, what's it called? Like, just a recording. Like, it goes up to YouTube, and then for some reason, it doesn't archive properly, and you get something you can't watch. That would devastate me, because I don't record these, because it takes too much of my computer. Wow, I actually lost that. Rayman gets nothing. You can try again and again and again. But I'm not doing that. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. That's an interesting line. We could do the second sanctuary, actually, and we could be halfway through the game. Yeah, this game's kind of short-ish. Honestly, like, the first half is really just 1/3. Because the later levels gets really rough. Oh! Yeah, this level is also, like, one of those that's kind of infamous. So, yeah, basically a spider shows up and it tries to kill it. And, like, this doesn't really alert me. Like, I'm not really scared of this thing because as a kid I was like, oh my god, it's a spider. Now I realize these things are, like, they're not a problem at all. They, like, you can actually kill them by shooting them enough. And later on in the game you get better powers. And those things die in, like, 2 hits. I don't know where it is now. Oh god, it's right behind us. Come on, come on. Go. Okay, okay, okay. This, when I play Rayman 3, I'm gonna have like a heart attack because that game has some real like ooh moments, real bro moments, real Rayman moments. Oh god, I should stream Raving Rabbits. I actually liked that game. I thought it was fun. But then there was another Raving Rabbits. Then there was another one. And then there was another one. And I don't know, I'm sure some of them are fine for what they are. But they're like, they're not Rayman. Oh, wait, what? That doesn't oh, I get, oh wait, the blue one is electrocute, the red ones just kill you. But, huh, what's that sound? Is that a friend? Is it him? You finally caught up to the magnificent blue creature. Also, I don't know why this plum is out there. You can just barely make it. Oh yeah, is this our first orange one that like doesn't have any invisibility frames? Because you can just spam this and they die. Spam. Spam, spam, spam! In prison here is public enemy number 2. His ring dance led to rusting of several brave robo-pirate comrades. Yeah, so he has a bit of a gimmick. Yeah, Rayman is the greatest! God, it smells like either barbecue or my Dreamcast catching on fire. I'm actually curious, what's that smell? It's actually from outside. That's curious. Oh, I missed one. Oh shit, that's a checkpoint lum, the green one. Hang on, the green one doesn't have any low. How do I do this? And then fall down the hole. So that was kind of interesting. I missed the lum and I had to skip a checkpoint to get it back. That's awkward. Yeah, they're barbecuing outside. God, I should do that. The ultimate. The classical. Well, this is another like pretty scene. A lot of mushrooms, a lot of canopy. It's an interesting word that I learned as a kid. Come on. Come on. Do your rain dance. 2D PNG clouds. Very interesting. That's probably like the game designer being like, okay, we need someone to do this really stupid sound. Okay, Mark, could you do this? Yeah. Because they're like British. Oui. Wait, is it I mean French. I'm dumb. My dad really doesn't like French. He just associates with like Quebecans and their arrogance or something like that. I also know Roy hates Quebec. Ever since he went to Japan, he stopped in Quebec and they wouldn't speak English at the airport. That's like, that would drive me insane. I would be like, how the fuck do you run an airport and not speak English? That's like, everyone agrees that's a lingua franca of the world. Or at least travel-wise. Like, if you don't know English, then you're not gonna have a lot of customers. Because even people who speak like 2 European languages, who don't ever use English except for travel, use English when they can't use anything else. Come on, kill him. I like this little cutscene here. What's the matter? Are you afraid? Oh, that's kind of nice. There's no shame in being afraid. Oh, if only more of my powers. Powers! Glowbox, forget that! I was like that part, like, oh yeah, right. You should have this thing that, like, saves your life. They gave me lumps, make your fist strong. Press A longer to make your fist strong. So this pretty much like makes the game even easier. Basically, you just hold the A and you charge it, and it breaks pretty much everything. There's also a power up you get later that makes that even stronger temporarily, and that's also really good. See, everything looks fine now. Oh, well, everything is fine, everything is dandy, and then they show up. He's like that in Rayman 3 as well. Glowbox does not show up in 1. In fact, nothing in 2 or 3. Well, actually, that's a stretch. Nothing major in 2 or 3 actually happens in 1, which is why I think 1 is like the out of Rayman 2 and 3, like it's the one you don't really need to play unless you really like your difficult 2D platformers. Well, what the hell? What was the strategy behind that? He's like, yeah, well, I gotta get off the ship, so I might as well crash it. See that damage I did? Yeah. Maybe Breivik was onto something when he called this a baby game. Or at least Revolution was a bad game, apparently. Oh, so that red lump appeared here instead of there. Now, I wonder if we can get box over here. Xbox, the Glowbox 360. I wonder what that would look like. It would just be like a scaly, disgusting Xbox that would constantly red ring on you, and then if you like use the Xbox mic, it starts raining above the console. I feel like that would be really cursed. Actually, I don't think I want that to exist in any capacity. I like the VMU right now because it's like an animation of Rayman running after a butterfly. Holy PP Batman. I love that one. Speaking of the Scooby-Doo movie thing, there's this one Scooby-Doo and the Movies episode. It's basically just longer episodes. They're like 50 freaking minutes long. There's this one episode where like Batman and Robin have to capture like Penguin and the Joker, and they're like they're just being jerks. They're not like committing a federal crime or anything. Out in the woods somewhere. It's just weird. The 60s were bizarre. I think that those were in the early 70s. 60s cartoons are so strange. Borderline curse. Did we miss something? I feel like we did. It's very possible we missed a lum. Might have been in the beginning, actually, now that I think about it. We're supposed to get in here, but we kinda can't because there's like an act. See, the door opens when we're not there. Okay, Glowbot, come over here. So basically what you have to do, very weird thing you have to do, just once in the entire game, you have to do this. And then you can enter the bush. And then he follows, like, that's some, like, just don't follow me. I feel like one game I can't get into is Mega Man Legends. I don't think I should underwear. Everything's okay. It's just a big nose bush. Door deactivated. Basically, in Mega Man Legends is like insanely hard to get first. That's a really rare game, and then it's like the game's really weirdly designed, and just I don't really like the music, and I just don't like how you play it. I can't come with you. My darling Ooglet wants to see me. But you're gonna get captured again, right? And I think that was his best idea, is just, like, abandon the only person who can, like, kill the pirates, pretty much. Another 100%. For some reason, the final lumps were in the cage. That generally doesn't happen, from what I can tell. And yeah, we're not doing this mini game again. Those fairies I think show up in 3 again, and they're like really annoying. Shut up, stupid fairy, as Andre says. Andre is the best character. Oh, this is one of my favorite levels actually. We should I think what we should do is maybe end off with this level, because I'm starting to run out of energy, to be honest. And if this ends up as a separate episode, it'll be like part 1.5. Because the thing screwed up, and oh shit, I forgot about this. This is a thing that shows up. You know what, we're not even gonna we can kill him and get like red lumps, but I don't know, I don't want to do it. It's just like a big barrel thing that shoots lightning at you, and it's the most annoying enemy in the game. So this is where we learn how to swim. So swimming in this game is a bit interesting. You push one of the triggers down to aim down, and then you press the jump button to aim up. And then when you move, you move. From what I can tell, there's not really much down here. We're gonna go up, and we're gonna do some more lore reading, because there's more stuff to look into. Oh, there we go. Oh, he even regenerates his health. That's pretty nasty. Right, now we're out in this weird cave. Alright. Let's give it a try. One day the lumps focus their energy into thought, and their consciousness brought to life a strange and marvelous creature, Polycus. His power is such that his smallest dream or desire becomes reality. Polycus decided to use his powers to bring people to the world. He began with the magical beings and dreamed up the fairies, and they are his emissaries. After the first 4 lumps, they made the silver lumps, which give you your special powers. Polycus then created the Teensies. Their role is to unveil all the roads in the world. They know every secret passage and can lead you to the Isle of Doors, where all paths eventually come together. It's pretty interesting. He's like creating people. So everyone's like, oh yeah, Polycus, he's a person. He's nice. You know, we just don't like his tax rates, like his insane tax. Hey, like, I feel like if you got off Rayman Island, you would already be in a tax haven. You know, taxes in Sweden are really high, but the thing is, you end up not having to pay for things you would have to pay for in America. Like, you get school lunch for free. You don't bring food in public school, and you well, that's one thing I can think of. I'm not very educated, so forget the rest. I guess it's moderately better. I feel like one part of Sweden everyone forgets is the northern part of Sweden, because it's either like wasteland, where the Sami people live, or it's like Piteå, which is on the coast, where it's really warm and you have tornadoes for some reason. And honestly, like, Piteå is a beautiful, beautiful town. But the thing is, it's too far. You have to take like a midnight train to get there. He took the midnight train going anywhere. God, I fucking hate that song. I hate Journey. They're like the ultimate, like, everyone sings along, but no one actually likes the song band. It's like, oh, everyone knows the lyrics, but no one actually likes the frickin' song. You just don't like that kind of AOR slick. It's disgusting. I don't mind Toto because they actually can they can play really well, but then you have stuff like Journey where it's like hard rock candy, and it's kind of disgusting. I don't like candy, to be honest. If I want snacks, I eat snacks. I don't want the candy because candy makes me sick. Also, that guy's eye patch is screwed up. I don't know. That's a weird bug. I think he's supposed to have an eye patch, and it didn't show up. This is another like good stream thumbnail. But yeah, if it ends up like I think it will, that would also this guy, he runs up to you and just does that. It does a shit ton of damage. Hang on, I just gotta check my video thing. My oopsie daisy. I just no, stop. Oh, it already rendered? How much disappeared then? It's kind of weird. So, if that is to be trusted, then we lost about... Well, I don't know. What does OBS say? We lost like a minute. It's fine. This is another like groovy stress song. I feel like Justice is a band that's like they made one good album and then everything else is like you don't really know what they were smoking. Like I feel like their second album, Audio Video Disco, has some good songs, but like what made the first album stand out was the fact that it was pretty gritty and hard. It went really hard. And it did things other EDM albums would probably never dream of, in the fact that it's kind of like heavy. it's got like heavy metal-ish influence in it, and it even samples like Italian horror movie soundtracks. It's just really creative. But the other are just like generic like rock funk throwbacks. Even though they try to be unique, it just ends up sounding kind of soft. I don't know. I tried listening to their new album, the one with like SOS on it or whatever, or some songs, Randy, and I just don't like them. They're like it's like a disco nightmare, like a lot of falsetto singing, and a lot of like aimless grooves, and a lot of synths trying to sound like old synths. Karma the whale was trapped. The pirates want to use her blubber to oil the engines of the prison ship. So there's a whale and we gotta save her. Hurry, go save Carmen. My wife. I feel like Karen and Carmen are like the two like mom that really needs to see the manager name. In Revolution there's like mussels or oysters or whatever, and you can get stuff from them. This is a really pretty level though. Like looking up into the night sky, like that's another good thumbnail. Is this where we have to go? Yeah, that's where we have to go. I'm just gonna explore a bit. I don't think there's actually anything here in this version. But yeah, the music here for this underwater part, infinitely better than the N64 version. It's like really atmospheric. Really like good Smitheric. How do you even say that? Oh, there she is. Oh. Wait, hang on. There's like a house up there, but we can't get there. So what matters now is that we just go down into this secret cove. The pirate level. Well, I mean, we're already dealing with pirates, but it's just extra pirate. You know, they're not robot pirates, they're robot pirates. Pirates. There's actually a secret in this level I didn't know for a long time. Until like recently, actually. Which is weird because I'm pretty sure you need the secret to 100% the game, so maybe it wasn't that recently. To breathe. To breath. Wait, that just said to breath. Right? Breathe has an E at the end. Or am I going crazy? I can't spell English at all. That's what I like about Japanese, is that it's crazy. The way you write it is the way you speak it. Like, you don't change things informally. Like, if someone says something informally, you would write it like that. And you don't do that in Swedish. In Swedish, it's like you sometimes don't pronounce the consonant at the end of the word because it's too much of a hassle. You would never write that unless, you know, if you're writing an essay. God, I really like whales. They're really nice animals. But I feel like the one in Finding Nemo gave me kind of like nightmares because it's like in the distance and they're like, there's a whale in the distance. Should we be careful? And then Dory starts like making noises and then Morven's like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. Whatever, haha, very funny. And then it's like, do you feel something? And then behind them comes up this whale that just sucks them in, and that gave me nightmares, to be honest. Just how it comes out of nowhere. That's what I hate about the ocean, is that anything could come at you from any angle, and you just wouldn't know it. Everything's like disgusting and scaly. It's just my nightmare. I hate the ocean, and I also really hate heights. Heights are my biggest nightmare. Rayman 2. Everybody loves Rayman 2. That should have been the stream title, to be honest. Also, my Dreamcast actually works really well, so I don't think we'll have to end the stream any place. See, the problem with the Resident Evil stream is that I think my PS it's not like it's broken. It's just that it has trouble reading discs, and I'm not gonna waste my time streaming a game if I have to redo everything. Also, there's piranhas, and they want the bubbles. You have to shoot to get them away from it. So what I'll have to do is like either emulate the game at some point, or just like, I don't know, wait with it until I get a new PS2, because I can't even watch DVDs with this movie, because basically the laser always checks the disc, and in a PS2 game, it doesn't matter if it stops reading, because it only reads in Resident Evil anyway. It only reads every room when the transition comes in. So the reason it hangs up is because it actually can't load the next room. It tries and stops, and then it just doesn't work. And that's not good. That's not the disc. That's my PS2. I've beat the game once with that PS2 not that long ago. I could try 3 though, because I still haven't finished 3. That game's hard. Ooh, Jesus Christ! Why do you have to be so fast? So yeah, I didn't know about this. There's this secret little cove here that I don't know if it exists in any other version. I'm not sure. Maybe it does, and I just always missed it. I was like, I don't know where those last lums are. So maybe this is like breaking new ground. I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely just in this version, because all you get out of this is another glow box crystal. Now, thing is, it could be possible that I end up missing one, and that would not be very fun, now would it? But hey, I said I was gonna 100% this, and I don't know if the glow box crystals like count towards that by any measurement. Also, this part's weird. It's like pirate remains. Oh my god, whoa, I've never seen that happen before. Whoa, this is like terrifying. Like, I felt my skin crawl a bit. So it's like a sunken pirate ship here. I always found the underwater level, the gloomy galleon level in DK64 really unsettling. The music doesn't help either. I find in general the music in this game is very melancholy. Ooh. I like how we can walk up on the mast here. Oh, just the aesthetic of this level is so cool. Like, it's like a pirate ship level, except the pirate ships are flying and they must have crashed here, which explains why it's in this cove. This is a nice little secret. I think in Revolution there's an extra thing they count, so you can get. It's hard. They don't count cages, they count blue lums, or these blue caterpillar lums that look really weird. And essentially, they just replace cages with those, where you beat a cage and then you get the contents. It doesn't matter if you like. I mean, you have to break the cage, but that's not the main counter. Pretty much, it's the contents inside, and then they just put more lums everywhere. There's no one here. I wonder what we'll have to do. Then it turns out, ooh, there's someone down here. Uh-oh, there's another, like, one of these guys. So what these guys do is that they beat you up, but you have to lure them. It's kind of awkward, but they look funny. That's pretty good. He's dead. So that's a small cage. Ah, yes, you've saved me from my eternal... Oh, wait, I have to go to the next tea party, yes. I have to get my sun crowned again, yes. Maybe CK2 would be a good stream, because it's like, the entire game for me is like playing crazy characters. That's a game you should play, by the way. Crusader Kings 2. Brilliant game, but it's freaking expensive to get all the DLC, so I would only recommend it during a sale, because otherwise, yeah, it's a nightmare. You know what? We might as well do a bonus level to end the stream, and then next stream we do whatever level comes next. I think it's the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire. And then after that, you're pretty much like you're like halfway-ish, close to halfway. Some of the later levels are really long, so I'm not sure. Also, I lost here, even though I thought I would have won. So it's pretty close. I remember watching the Runaway guys play Mario Party, and it was like, I remember they would use coins or something to button mash, and I'm not sure, like, I guess it's because you don't have to lift your thumb. It's like you use another, and then you use your thumb just to push it a bit. Bork. This is probably a good point to stoop. And there we go. Whale. Yeah. Okay, so after this level here, you pretty much gone somewhat halfway through the game, and for now I'm gonna call it quits. I had a lot of fun streaming this. I love this game. Next time, I don't know if we'll do more Pokemon or more of this, but holy shit, I'm never streaming in this climate ever again. This was a nightmare. Like, but God, I I remember this one this one kanji that you read as for up, and it's the Japanese pronunciation, and I remember it through Tim Allen, to be honest. Like, he points up to the sky. It's pretty easy, but yeah, that was really fun. I love this game. Hope you do too. See you